Ooh, nice to see you.
Hey, nice to be seen. Great to see you.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Doing well. Doing well, doing well.
Nice.
Yeah, today's off to a nice little start. And I know that it's in the afternoon or almost evening there in Greece, right?
Yes, it's 5:15. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And you can hear me okay? Everything's okay for you?
Yes.
Okay.
You hear me well?
Yes, I do. And what name do you go by with your friend?
Sabine.
Sabine.
Yeah.
Sabine.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Sabine.
German. It's Sabine. Yeah.
Oh, it's German.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. I was born in Germany.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Hmm.
But now you live in Texas, right?
Yes, yes. I was born in
Yeah.
Stuttgart, Germany. I got to visit when I came over there to Europe. I got to visit Stuttgart, my birthplace. But yes, I've spent a lot of time here in Texas, but I definitely would love to come back some.
Nice. So you speak a little German or no?
Only a few words. My mom taught me Ich liebe dich. That's what she taught me. Ich liebe dich.
Oh, that's the best. Woohoo! That's the best sentence you need to know.
That's all I
Really
know.
nice.
That's
Yes.
that's the extent of my German, you know.
Nice.
Yes, but you're definitely a world traveler, Sabine. You.
I love traveling, yeah.
Hmm. How many
It's one of my
part of your what?
it's one of my favorite things, or I'm very passionate about traveling.
Yeah. Were you always
Yeah.
passionate about traveling at such an early age, or did that develop later on?
I would say already early age. My parents were very active with us. I grew up with three brothers,
Mm.
and we were like on the weekends we always traveled around and were in nature. So I think it developed already there, the interest in traveling.
Hmm.
And when I was 18, I went the first time abroad, like 1 year. I lived in Scotland,
Hmm.
and that was the first step in, okay, I wanna travel more.
Hmm. Hmm. So did that
Yeah.
give you, when you went to Scotland, did that kind of give you more confidence to just keep going?
Yes, I really like it was I saw something where I thought like it's just one place. I want to see more. Like the world is big. I wanna see every like all the places, all the countries. Yeah.
Yeah. And they do say that, Sabina, that traveling is something that, you might pay for, but it enriches, it gives you more than even what you paid for when it comes to traveling. So what
Hmm.
are some of these pieces to the puzzle or the big picture that you start to put together when you visit these different places?
Um, for me, especially what I noticed in the last decade of traveling is that I love to connect with the land, like the nature, and especially with places, with special places where like ancient wisdom is very, very strong. And that's what I find really interesting to connect, to listen to the land, to these ancient places, and see what comes up. Which energy do I feel, and what can I learn from these places of wisdom?
Hmm.
And lately, like the last years, I was really drawn to those energetically places where like a lot of energy is there. And yeah, I was traveling from one place to another, and they kind of call me, it seems like.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, I love when you talked about, listening to the land, because I don't often hear people talking about listening to the land in that way. And I saw something on your bio, Sabine, where you were saying
Yeah.
you were connecting ancient wisdom and new earth,
Mhm.
ancient wisdom with new earth. So how does that how does that combine and connect with you, and how do you reflect that when you're in different nature locations?
Yeah. So what I noticed, it came to me in the last decade of traveling, because when I was younger, I didn't really notice why I was drawn to traveling so much. But lately, I really understood, okay, there's something what is calling me, what I need to receive, and then to connect with the energies what are now current on Earth, or future energies where Earth maybe wants to go, or how we can best support Earth and humanity. And yeah, I feel there's like somehow a mission for myself to be there and to connect these two worlds, and to create something new, but definitely support the Earth and the whole humanity. And
Right.
that's what I feel. Yeah.
Right. So with your assessment, just, based on your observation and your knowledge, where do you feel like Earth wants to go right now?
What I feel when I connect with nature is that nature wants that we connect even deeper with the Earth and listen, because there is all the wisdom what we need to know. And if we listen, we don't need to learn anything or study anything. It's just there. It's there. We just need to receive it from nature, and she will guide us to actually, create the new Earth, or the better tomorrow, or I don't know how you want to say it, but something greater what we have now, and co-creating humanity and Earth together, like it's like one.
Wow. I love it. So not only like raising the vibration, but it's a sort of co-creation,
Yes.
like a collaboration with the planet, like with nature.
Yes.
Okay. Because if there was someone, Sabine, that was wondering, there's many people who acquire different types of knowledge, people who are more with book knowledge, or they're listening to things on YouTube, or watching things on screens. How would you teach someone how to tune in to nature, to listen to the earth and really involve themselves in the technology?
What I feel, nature connects us automatically as well with our body. So as soon we connect with nature, it's like a one-on-one with our body. And I would say the first steps, just walk barefoot on earth, on soil, because we have information codes what we carry, and earth has the information and codes. And if we walk barefoot, we actually exchange those codes. And you don't need to know nothing, but actually unfolds naturally, just walking barefoot in nature and sit and just watch. It's like many people often ask me, like, how do you meditate, or what is the easiest way to just start meditating? And I always say is just sit in nature and watch, even if it's just 5 minutes. Either just like close your eyes, listen, feel the breeze on your skin, and the smell, what is surrounding you. And that's actually the first step in a meditation, to be just aware of the present moment. And if you're surrounded by nature, it's so powerful, because the energy is so pure and clean, as it compared into a city. A lot is going on, a lot of energy, many humans around. But in nature is it's a lot of purity. And I also experience it here I'm now on a little island in Greece. It's called Ikaria, and it's very pure, raw nature, and hot springs, geothermal springs. It's really amazing. And I I noticed I connect way easier on these kind of places with myself and with nature. If it's like not in a city, it's more difficult for me to be really present and connect, but it's also a practice. So I would not say stay only in nature. It's also like bring the wisdom from the nature, what you receive, and how you center yourself into the city, so you also vibe in this nature vibe in the city.
Okay, beautiful explanation, beautiful breakdown. You know, it's like bringing our presence wherever we go. You know,
Yes.
like how they say, wherever you go, there you are. You know,
yes.
and to be able to be aware, to be able to be present in that space. You know, the presence is the gift. That is the present.
Yes.
You know, it's like a gift giving yourself in each and every moment. And I love how you said something, that when we're walking barefoot, it's almost like you're reading a book when you walk barefoot, you know, like decoding, and there's an exchange of information with earth, that information exchange. So there's an exchange, there's an information exchange, there's a vibration exchange. And when you were talking about walking, but it reminded me, I saw something on your about grounding and embodiment. And
Yes.
what would be your definition of embodiment? Because that's an interesting word.
It's very special for me, embodiment, because I noticed when I was younger, I was a lot outside of my body. I really needed to practice to be in my body, to really feel everything, and it's all good. It doesn't matter which feeling it is. It's just like let it flow through the body. And embodiment is actually to whatever, if you have an intention or anything you're doing, if you do yoga or to bring it into the body, to now I lost the path I want to go. But it's actually it's always, no matter what we're doing, we need to go through the body and not without the body. It's as example, I say now, okay, I go in nature, but actually I don't do it. But if I say I go in nature and I do it, it's the embodiment of my words. I do it, and then I ground it. So, or if I dream about something, if I have a dream, I want to do something, it's just like up here. But if I'm actually fulfilling this dream, I'm following my dream, then it's going into my body, this energy of my dream, and at the same time, I ground it onto earth. Because otherwise, it's just up here, but it's not down there. I don't know if it makes sense.
Okay, it does make sense. So embodiment, like when the energy comes into the body. So it's
yes.
Of what you want to do, what you wish to do, what you dream to do, but then when you're in doing that, you're embodying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not just up here somewhere, you know, it's down here, concrete, it's grounded, you know.
Yes.
It's grounded. Okay, beautiful. And you mentioned, Şabînė, you mentioned yoga. And I know that you have different practices and modalities you use as well. And one of them was yin yoga. You talked, or you put up on your story, you did a Reiki yin yoga session. I never heard of yin yoga. I've heard of Reiki, but what is yin yoga?
Yin yoga is actually you are in like, it's a passive yoga. So you are going into a pose and you're staying in this pose for like a few minutes, and you actually surrendering into this pose. And through this surrendering, you are releasing everything what not longer serve you anymore, like all the tension and everything what might be heavy. You're actually going in the feminine flow of your being. Because what I noticed while doing yoga the last 5, 6, 7 years. When I started yoga, I did a lot of power yoga, a lot of strong, fast movements, and sweaty yoga, hot yoga, and I notice it can be quite in a young energy, and mixing these powerful, fast yoga moves with the yin flow, it's actually the whole, how I see it. And yeah, as I do in my life, I'm quite active, so it complements the yin my life very well, to just like, okay, now you have been very active, and now you go in these surrendering poses to really feel your body, feel what's going on, and surrender in those poses.
Okay, so fully surrendering, fully letting go, allowing yourself to relax and release, release
Yes.
those, that's interesting because, yeah, like you said, with the power yoga, the hot yoga, the intense yoga, that is like the yin yoga, or the yang yoga, with the
Mm.
very masculine dominant. But I
Yes.
think about that feminine flow, that more easing in posture, the yin yoga of the feminine,
Mm.
surrendering. What do you feel gets released, or when you just let go and surrender, what do you feel like that really complements your body in that way?
When I let go and surrender, like I really feel my body, like I really feel every cell and everything what's going on. If like there's somewhere tension, like if I release, I'm just there noticing pure presence, like, and it's just a connection with everything. It's like so beautiful. It's, yeah, it's the drop in where you receive yourself and the whole, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Very beautiful.
It is very beautiful. Just listening to you is very beautiful. I can imagine, just connected with the all that is.
Yeah.
Connection with everything,
Mm.
When you go hand in hand with yin yoga and also the Reiki, when did Reiki come into your life, come into your practice, and how has Reiki impacted you today?
Yeah. Profound. I really must say, I came to Reiki when I was in Bali. I moved to Bali, or to Indonesia, in 2020. Actually, before the whole thing, the world thing started. And I was like, when I went there, my intention was to surf, because Indonesia have like great waves, amazing waves. And then I surfed 1 year, almost every day. And then I thought, okay, there must be something more than surfing. And then I looked out what's going on, especially in Bali. There are so many offers. And then somehow I came to Reiki, and I did all the courses until a master teacher. And when I was receiving the first session of, or initiation of Reiki, it was like I was crying for happiness, because I felt I'm home. It was, I feel how I noticed the Reiki energy. It's a very, very high energy, and I love high energies. It's really like I'm drawn to. And when I felt it in my being, I thought, oh my God, it's one part, one puzzle part, piece, what I was waiting for. Or yeah, I'm here now. I receive it. And since then, it was I think 2021. I did all the initiations, and then I worked with it, and I saw these profound experiences with my clients. And then I thought, okay, how can I develop it in my own, with my, like, I worked in so many different fields, and I wanted to make something special out of it. So how can I work with this high energy of Reiki? And also I do craniosacral. I also love it. And then I thought, okay, I'm a hairdresser. When I was 15, I studied hairdressing. And then I combined hairdressing with Reiki. And it's kind of like you work with the energetically part first. You're deciding what you want to let go or release and first, and then we actually go into the haircut and you release something physical from your body, so it's even for the mind a stronger transition, or like you realize, okay, I didn't only energetically release something, there's actually falling something. I cut my hair, and hair is very, very powerful. Like it's one, there's a lot of wisdom in our hair. And I combined it. So like I had this program of combining Reiki with actually cutting hair, and the other side on combining yin yoga with Reiki. And yeah, I found it very interesting, first of all, to create something new with two different energies coming together, like the hairdressing part and the Reiki energy, because I really feel hairdressers are kind of healers, because they are working on the most powerful part of a human being, the head, the crown chakra. And hair stays with us quite a long time. Like if you have long hair, there are years and years of wisdom. And if you look back into the ancient history of the hair, they really treated hair as a very special, something not everybody can touch. Like most of the women, they only touch the hair themselves, or the mother was touching the hair and nobody else touched the hair. So it's very powerful. And I was using this kind of ancient wisdom to connect it with this energy of Reiki, and to create something new to support humanity, or the people who come to me to transition wherever they want to transition.
Thank you for that explanation. Thank you for that clarification of what you do and how you. I love how you blend the best of both worlds together. Putting in all these combinations. You're like an alchemist. You're blending so many things together and just combining them and just making something new.
Yeah.
That's really creative, because when you talk about Reiki and becoming from a Reiki practitioner to a Reiki master, what would you say is the level or the degree of difference between that, how from where you started to where you are now?
Only with Reiki, like how I received Reiki at the beginning and now.
Well, from that to a master teacher, what would you say is the difference?
Like when I started Reiki, I personally, like I did it on myself. That's how I connected with the energy, and I really saw the difference from like before doing Reiki and after Reiki. It was really like a energetically shift in my body, very profound. And I would say the first Reiki level is really only to work with your own being and to support your life, your wherever you want to go. It's like with Reiki, it makes it very easy. And then the second level, and it's more advanced, that you really support somebody else, that they with their healing journey or whatever they want to work with Reiki. And then the master and the teacher is really, you receive the initiation to guide or to do the initiation to other people. So you transmit the Reiki energy through your body to the person, and you guide them, to use this tool for themselves.
Right. And when you said that you learned in Bali, you know, when you were in Indonesia. Is that where you met Nida? I know we have that connection with Nida as well.
Yes, yes, yes. I got an amazing crystal ball from her because she's the mama of the crystal balls, and I got one from her, and yeah, it was this connection that she shared your contact with me, and I saw your profile and I thought, okay, I'm gonna follow you, and when I'm doing the first live, it's gonna be with you. And here we are.
Beautiful. We manifest, you know, we embodied,
Yes.
you know, this embodiment of that. And yeah, when I met Nida, you know, Nida is a wonderful being. You know, she's a beautiful,
Yes.
and she ushered me through that Bufo experience. When I talked about Bufo, and that blew me away. You know, I had never experienced anything like that. What would be like that if you haven't experienced Bufo yourself? What would something be on that list?
I haven't. I was almost going with her to experience this with her, but I didn't. It was like on the edge that it didn't happen, probably for a reason. And what was your question about?
Right, because you know, what would be something that you've experienced akin to that, where it's like you could have never imagined, you know, that because earlier you were talking about and how you're almost hooked on energy. You remind me of some of my mentors. They would say that they're like energy junkies, or they call themselves like blissaholics. You know, they're hooked on. So, what would you say that you've experienced?
Like regarding plant medicine.
Oh, so you one of those as well?
Yeah, but I only tried mushrooms once.
Okay.
Actually, in a ceremony in Bali, and what I experienced there was like, wow! It's I'm very visual, and my third eye is also very open, and what I saw there, it was in the night, a ceremony with like, I don't know, 10 people, and I looked up the sky, and I saw the star grid, like like so many stars, and all connected with each other, and I was just like staring into the sky, and I thought like, wow, amazing. So cool. It's like one of the profoundest visuals I saw. Yeah.
Whoa, Şabînė, you didn't just see the stars, you saw them all
connected. Yeah.
Wow.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh my God. Because would you say that when you're in certain states of awareness, certain levels of that consciousness, are you seeing things that were always there, we're just unaware, you know?
Yes. And what I noticed with myself over the years of being more aware in my body and my surrounding, my energy and other energies, what I notice is like having a filter on the eyes, and like you just like or like a fog on the eyes, and you do the fog away, you strip them away, and then you see a little bit more clear, and another experience you go through, and you break through something, and then another fog layer is going away, and then you see things what you didn't saw like 5 years ago, but it was there already, we just didn't saw it. And I really feel it's the most like, the more centered we are, the more present we are, the more aware we are of just what's going on, the more we see. That's how I feel it. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And when you talked about Şabînė, you briefly said that your third eye is very active. You know, your third eye is very open. You're a very visual being. Has it always been that way, or did you do anything to open that energy center?
it's very interesting. I feel it was always there, but what I noticed in the last 5 years, I always thought everybody can do that. Like that's nothing what is special. I thought that everybody sees what I see, but it's not. Like speaking, going in conversation with people in those themes, like sharing their gifts and what their superpowers are. You really see, okay, wow, that's really that person is more developed in this energy, and I'm more in this energy, or I have this gift and the other have other gifts. And I really feel it was there already my whole time, but now I noticed I'm being more aware, and I actually practice it. I love to just close my eyes and visualize things. If it's like where my path, where I want to go, or which energies I want to connect with. It's like I'm seeing colors, I'm seeing forms. It's very, yeah, a lot of going on in my vision.
Yeah. And when you say that you practice, when you're sitting down, when you're closing your eyes, visualizing,
Yeah,
is that how
yeah.
someone would practice with their third eye?
What I saw, there's a practice. What I did some years ago is like if you, let's say you sit in front of a flower, you look at that flower, and then you close your eyes and try to see the flower also with closed eyes. That's a really good practice to open up the energy of the third eye, I feel.
Yes. I've heard it also with like, people just gazing at the light of a candle, just seeing the candle kind of flickering, and then closing
Mm.
your eyes, imagining that candle still there, and just seeing the
Mm.
candle flicker without your open eyes, but
Yeah.
with your eye, you know. So
Yes.
these visual techniques and visual methods, I think, is very stimulating, very
Mm.
center. And it's
Yes.
Sabine, when you said that you started to encounter individuals, people that were seeing life completely different, but something with
Yes.
you thought that everybody saw it the way you saw it. What did you
Yeah.
start to feel for others when you realized that they weren't seeing what you were seeing?
What I noticed in myself when I was in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, um, Somehow it made me really happy because I thought like, um, yeah, each one have like something special. So we can never be alone, because then we would be only with those only special gifts. But if we all together, with everybody have those special gifts, and we come together, boom! It's like we can create like magic, and that's what I think. Um, there's not like one person that does not have something special or a gift. Everybody has. We just need to see it and then to embrace it, to get it even more out and stronger. And that's what I feel is the light that shines then through from inside out, because we embrace ourselves, our being, and why we are here. And it's like magnetic. And if each body is doing it, it's like boom, lot of energy. Very, very helpful.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sabine, if you've ever seen the show. It was an old show that used to be on called Captain Planet. You ever heard of Captain Planet?
It sounds familiar, but I cannot, like right now, I cannot.
Yeah, basically what you just described, that was the vision that
Yeah.
I got of Captain Planet. He's like a hero, and he's here for the planet, he's here for Earth, but he's also gathering these kids, and they're all coming together, combining their power. They each have like rings, and
Yeah.
one has like earth, wind, water. know, like everybody, and they just bring all the elements together, and Captain Planet comes around and he's like, the power is yours, you know?
I think I remember. Yeah, really good.
And it's
Amazing.
in harmony, you know? They're just bringing all
Yeah.
the elements of nature together and using them, combining them, and it's like we're stronger together than we are when we're apart, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why my intention for this year is co-creation. I really want to open myself up to every possibility to co-create, not only with humanity. I want to co-create even deeper with the planet, with Earth, and with the elements, with the with my soul family, and whatever is out there. It's like that's why we are here. I feel it's the human experience of creating something better, not better, but something new, and of course better as well. But I don't want to see worse and good, but yeah, to create something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. You know, it's why we're here. It's why we just continue to do this. And each time we come together, we're raising each other up. You know, we're like lifting each other, we're empowering each other, we're encouraging each other, we're enlightening each other, you know?
Yes.
Work. So, you know, if this was somebody's first time encountering your energy, you know, feeling your presence here online, what would you let people know if you had any is, or where they can get any offerings of yours, or where would you like to go to receive that?
At the moment, I'm like on the island on Ikaria in Greece, and I created some retreats on Ikaria as well as in Oedipus, and I'm working with the wisdom of the water as well, with the geothermal water. So I created a program where you experience the hot springs, but I feel it can purify and lighten up the body a lot. And if you combine it with movement, with yoga, dance, walks, I think it's a very nice way to feel the body, and to let go what's not needed anymore, to make space for something new to arrive. And this retreat I'm gonna do in March, and I'm planning some more retreats in Egypt, in America this year. My intention is to really bring people, connect people with the lands and the people who live there, and to co-create all over.
Okay.
And of course, online is also possible, always to connect with me.
Okay, beautiful. We support it. Support it, here for it. And just thank you for coming on here today. Thank you for blessing us, you know, with the gift of your presence. Thank you for sharing your story and just coming from the heart, you know.
Thank you. It was amazing. So much flow at the beginning. I was a little bit, oh my God, but then it's really with your energy together so much. I feel really a lot of gratitude, and it was a very, very nice connection. Thank you so much.
I'm glad
for this opportunity.
I'm glad. Hopefully this won't be the last time we hear your voice, you know. Hopefully we'll
hear
more from you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.